Hey everyone, it's Henrietta. I know it's been a few days, and I just want to apologize. I'm trying my best to make sure I upload videos every day, um, but I've had some struggles in the past few days, so I'm just hoping that I have not lost your attention. But however, I am here to give you guys a little bit of a brief update about where we are with the PPP and the EIDL grant and the EIDL loans and everything that's currently coming out and that's out. Um, but if you guys do not know, I'm going to say it. Welcome to my channel. Please hit the subscribe. Please hit the like. Please hit the share. I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of update again. Like I said, let's talk about the EIDL loan first. Now, the EIDL loan is not coming out a second time. I've been having a lot of conversations with people individually, and I want you guys to know the EIDL loan is not coming out a second time. However, you have the opportunity, if you received it the first time, you have the opportunity to ask for an increase. If you are denied, you have the opportunity to ask for a reconsideration. And we'll get a little bit more into that in a few minutes here. And if you did not apply at all, you have an opportunity to apply. Now, what am I saying? The money is, they did not get new money for the EIDL loan, okay? But the application is still available for you to apply. So when I say it's not coming back out, meaning there was no extra money added to the pot, okay? But you have the opportunity to be able to apply now. All right, guys? So you can put that application in, get all your ducks in order, because again, I've already said it in a couple of my videos, there was a lot of fraud the first time around, and so they've really tightened up the rules. So it's not like before when you apply for the EIDL, you get an automatic response. You might have to wait, and it might take some months. Maybe not. All right, so let's go back in talking about the EIDL loan. If you have applied the first time, you can ask for an increase. Now you're going to send an email. You're not going to reapply. You're going to send an email to the PDC reconsideration.gov at SBA.gov email address. And I'll type that out because I probably said it wrong, but I'll type it out and you guys will see it in the notes, where you guys can actually send a request for an increase. That is your best bet. In that, you're going to also put the application number, and you're going to ask them for an increase. Yes, if it was me, I would put a specific number on what I want. If I receive 20,000, I might be asking them for an increase, asking them for an additional 20,000 or an additional 30,000. In my email, I would tell them exactly what I want to do with it. I would thank them for the money that they gave me the first time, and then I would let them know, however, in this pandemic, it has not been enough for me to be able to do what I needed to do. And I will let them know, with the additional funding, I will be doing A, B, C, and D. That's not mandatory. There's no guideline on what to send. This is what I would send them, because when you're trying to be clear and concise with people so that you can get what you need to get, you need to give them as much information as possible. Then you also need to be prepared, because they're going to ask you for some documentation. And so you should be prepared to be able to give them that documentation so that they can be able to approve you swiftly. Okay, this is no different from the same thing as if you were denied, if you applied and you denied, you're not going to reapply. You're going to email them, and you're going to ask them for a reconsideration. Maybe your credit score has changed. Okay, maybe your situation has changed. Maybe you didn't get a documentation to them on time. Whatever that situation may be, ask them for a reconsideration and ask them for, and again, you're going to put your application number in, and you're going to, if they ask you for something you didn't give it to them, make sure you attach it to that email and just see what you can do. It's going to take a little bit of time, but as long as you know that you sent it, they're working on it, they'll get to it. Okay. All right, guys. I know you guys see the look has changed. Right? The braids are gone. We'll get something new. I don't want you to show you what's under the hat. We'll get something going on here soon. You know I have to throw something in there, right? All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is the EIDL grant. Listen, I've watched the SBA website. I think my eyes have popped out of my head. But there's nothing has moved yet. Before I made this video, I went on their site. check to see if anything, nothing has changed as of yet. So we're still waiting for more guidelines and more guidance on the grant. So I do not have any information. All I have is what I speculate, what I think, what I believe, what I've heard others say, what the SBA said. They themselves do not have much guidance on it. So let's just wait. No real update on that, but let's just wait and see what happens. Now, let's talk about some of the lenders that's open. Okay. Almost all of the lenders have opened up by today. Okay. Most of the banks are open. Most of the lenders are open. My favorite lender, Cabbage, I believe they just opened up their application this afternoon. Blue Vine has been open for a few days. And what happened is when Blue Vine opened, everybody rushed on their system and they thought that they were just going to foolishly apply. Okay. They started getting denied left and right. Guys, you have to have your ducks in order because this time around, they're not playing. Okay, they want the documentation. They're checking the documentation. They want extra documentation. And it's not just Blue Vine, it's everybody. So there's no easy route. You know, I get a lot of calls, and I always love Cabbage and Blue Vine because they're very direct. You know, they don't overdo it. They want documentation, but they do not overdo it. Okay, so again, we have Cabbage. We're still waiting for PayPal to open up to see and some of these lenders may not be opening up to second draw. Okay, but you have to check and see. A lot of these lenders are still allowing you to take from the first draw. If you did not get PPP the first time, you can actually still get the first draw. However, you have to finish that money before you apply for second draw. Okay, so if you, and I believe the PPP is open until March. They might extend it, they might not. It might be the end of March. I'm not too sure. I have to look again. I think it's March 31st, but I'm not too sure. But I believe the PPP is open until March. So if you're just getting the first draw, are you going to finish that money in time to get the second draw? But why apply for the second draw if you have not applied for the first draw? So, and like, again, they might extend it. So go ahead and apply for the first draw if you have not applied. Okay. For the first time around. So that's what we're going to be working on. If you have any questions, you know what to do. You know where to find me. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, send me a message. Shout out to everybody who's been sending me messages and leaving comments on the videos. I really appreciate it. I love hearing about your grant success, and I love the idea that you appreciate my videos that I put out. And so, guys, I'm going to do my best to do everything I can to continue to come at you with great information the best way that I can. Okay, love you guys. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.